everybody who knows you, you're a car guy. What part of the automotive industry is your favorite? Are you into racing? Are you into photography, cars as art? What strikes you? What's your favorite part of cars in general?
Wow, great question. I love design. I've spent years and years around the studio.
I know you have.
I've probably got I guess I'm drawn to the exteriors. When I used to work in the studio, exterior design was really interesting to me.
As just the styling alone, the beauty of the car?
Yeah, I think, you know what's really changed, Paul? What's really changed is the language. You know, how we're seeing the bodies now have a lot more tension in them, feature lines. You know, they're much more dynamic than they were.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
And so it's really interesting, the exterior design. But interior's cool too. We're going to see a lot of changes on the interiors as well.
Well, speaking of changes, as an example of disruptive tech, I'm seeing the Porsche Passport program in Atlanta. I'm seeing Link & Co. doing a car sharing service, and of course, ride sharing worldwide. How is all this disruptive technology affecting what our customers are doing in the design studio? I mean, what are you seeing?
Wow. You know, this is the really exciting time for automotive. But you've got to feel for car makers, because they've got a tough gig right now. They've got so many different needs, customer needs. This disruption. So if you think about, you talked about ride sharing, we've got electrification, autonomous driving.
I mean, the things that mattered to people, you know, in the past, if you just get into a car and you're doing ride sharing, what matters to you? How is that affecting our customers?
Well, it's huge, because it's now not so much about the design for those customers, but the journey experience. What does it mean when you, for instance, if you're not driving the vehicle anymore, what does that mean? What do you do with that time? So
I'm curious. I mean, that's going to come out in interior design and the interior experience. We're already seeing customers do that.
Absolutely. So there's going to be, a different focus. It's going to be about the journey. What does it mean to experience that journey? So, in terms of technology, things like VR and designing in an immersive space.
I can see that.
Yeah, is really going to be key, because you're going to be designing an immersive experience for your customer. So where better to do that than in an immersive environment?
I mean, we're already talking about that so much. I mean, do you see that as a future technology really starting to become integral in what our customers do?
I do. I think VR will be pervasive across the design process.
All right.
You know, right now it's really strong in the visualization and validation phase. But I think you're going to see much more in the creative phase as well. And eventually I think it's just going to become an integral part of the whole process. So that's exciting.
Do these car manufacturers listen to you more intently because of your British accent? Do you find them paying attention when you're presenting things? Are they listening to you because you've got the accent? Everybody loves it.
Well, that's a really cool question. I think, listen, people tell me that it helps me sound more intelligent, so I'll take that.
Fair enough. Well, so nice to run into you. I'm glad we could chat a little bit.
Yeah, that's great.
What else is on your calendar? Do you have more customer meetings coming up?
Yeah, I love this event. It's all about networking. It's all about learning. I've just had an hour with a customer, just chewing the fat, learning more. I'm always keen to learn about their problems, what's challenging them, what's working well. That's what really makes a difference in my job. That's what's really exciting.
Love it. Cool. Nice to run into you.
Yeah, you too, Paul.
Awesome.